Which is better for long-term growth? Confused between production, quality, or R&D in the food industry? Here's what no one tells you, but can shape your entire career. I've seen students jump into jobs just because they got selected first, and then regret it. Some burn out in production, some feel stuck in documentation. Let's break this down. Production department. What you do: operate and monitor machines. Ensure production targets are met. Manage workers, raw material flow, and timelines. Involved in cleaning, equipment setup, and process control. Advantages: high job availability across India. Quick job placement for freshers. Great for learning plant operations, supply chain, real-world production flow. Entry point to managerial positions, shift in charge, line supervisor, etc. Disadvantages: long shifts, 12-hour per day common. Physically demanding and stressful during audits. Limited exposure to documentation or product development. Less time for upskilling or certifications. Best for hands-on learners. Physically active individuals. Those aiming to become plant managers or operations heads. Growth path: trainee, line in charge, production executive, assistant manager, plant manager. Quality control, QC, or quality assurance, QA. What you do: conduct tests, micro, chemical, sensory. Monitor CCPs, GMP, sanitation. Prepare documentation, BRC, HACCP, ISO. Handle customer complaints, internal audits. Advantages: systematic routine work. Document-driven, helps in career switch later. Can lead to roles like internal auditor, food safety officer. Medium work pressure. Respected profile in every industry. Disadvantage: repetitive tasks. Less creativity or innovation. Slow salary growth in entry years. Workload spikes during audits. Best for detail-oriented people. Strong in observation and record-keeping. Planning for a long-term stable career or future in compliance. Growth path: QC analyst, QA executive, QA manager, food safety lead, regulatory officer. Research and development, R&D. What you do: develop new products/formulations. Work on shelf life, ingredient substitution. Conduct sensory evaluation, trials, and pilot runs. Liaise with marketing, production, and procurement. Advantages: highly creative and research-based. Scope to work with MNCs and innovation labs. Intellectual satisfaction. Can lead to high-paying roles with experience. Disadvantages: fewer openings for freshers. Needs strong technical background. Can involve long timelines and slow approvals. Limited fieldwork or operations exposure. Best for curious minds. People who love innovation, formulation, food trends. MSc/PhD candidates. Growth path: R&D trainee, product developer, R&D scientist, senior formulator, R&D head. Regulatory or compliance. What you do: ensure products meet FSSAI, BRC, ISO, and global standards. Maintain and file legal documents, label approval, license renewals, test reports. Liaise with auditors, government bodies, and food safety teams. Support documentation for export or import regulations. Advantages: highly respected role with growing demand. Good work-life balance, less shift work. Essential in every major food company. Great opportunity to work in export, global standards, and labeling. Disadvantage: needs continuous learning of legal updates. Limited creativity, more document-focused. Slower entry for freshers. QA to regulatory route is common. Best for people good with laws, documentation, and audit handling. Those planning to work in regulatory affairs, global food safety. Growth path: QA, regulatory executive, regulatory manager, compliance head. Upskill with FSSAI compliance, BRCGS, US FDA labeling, food laws diploma, codex awareness. Supply chain or vendor development. What you do:
Handle raw material planning, inventory control, logistics.
Deal with suppliers, vendors, warehouse teams. Ensure timely delivery of ingredients and packaging. Evaluate vendor quality, price, and delivery timelines. Advantages. Fast-growing role in startups and MNCs. Interacts with almost every department. Great foundation to move into purchase, export, logistics, or operations. Strong managerial and negotiation exposure.
Disadvantage.
Stress during delivery delays. Requires multitasking and people management skills. Less technical work, more process and vendor handling. Best for good communicators, planners, problem solvers. Students interested in logistics, operations, and vendor handling. Growth path.
SCM trainee, vendeur exécutive, supply chain manager, opération aide.
Upskill with
Excel, ERP, SAP, inventory MGMT, APIC SCM certification.
marketing or sales, food B2B or FMCG. What you do. Promote food products to B2B clients or retail. Design packaging, branding, market campaigns. Coordinate with R&D for product launches. Work on pricing, promotions, and distribution strategy. Advantages. High earning potential, especially in sales-based roles. Travel and networking opportunities. Career path towards brand manager, category head, product head. Suits extroverted and strategic thinkers.
Disadvantage.
Targets and pressure in sales roles. Less technical, more about communication and trends. Initial entry harder for core food tech students, unless with MBA. Best for social, persuasive people with interest in food trends and consumer behavior. Those looking for managerial or marketing-based careers. Growth path. Sales executive, territory manager, brand or product manager, marketing head. Upskill with
Digital marketing, MBA food business, B2 BSAL, branding course.
Gets a full 360 degrees view. Pause the video and read it out. Can you switch between departments? Yes, but from production to QA is easier, with documentation exposure. From QA to R&D is harder unless you upskill, formulation courses, PG. From R&D to regulatory or marketing is possible with communication and compliance knowledge. Upskilling suggestions. HACCP, FOSTAC, ISO 22000, food laws, for QA. Product formulation courses, for R&D. Six Sigma or plant efficiency, for production.
Final tip.
Choosing the right role isn't just about salary or first job. It's about where you fit mentally, emotionally, and long-term. Start with your strength, then build your skills to grow.